right, on today's video, we are back at the range, and I am super excited because we've got a new gun for the channel. This is the Smith Wesson M&P 2.0 22 Magnum. Now, I did pick this up at Norton Sporting Goods. I want to thank James, Zach, all those guys down there for hooking me up with one of the very first ones that came into the store, because ever since this thing came out, I've wanted to get my hands on one. Have been wanting to get a 22 mag pistol for quite a while. I was going to get the Walther, and I hated the trigger in the Walther. I really like the trigger in this. Now, if you have not watched the unboxing video before this one, we went over all the specs of this gun. All that was covered. What comes in the box, the trigger, all that was covered in the unboxing video, and I will link that in the description below. Now, for everybody who watches the channel knows I'm not a big fan of shooting iron sights. Pretty much everything I have has a red dot or a green dot on it. And this gun will be no different. We will be putting the Gideon Optics Judge on this 22 mag. What I wanted to do today was just get it out of the box, bring it to the range. We'll probably shoot less than 100 rounds through it in this video. It's just going to be a first impressions video, and we're obviously going to shoot it with the iron sights. Now, I'm not a very good iron sight shooter, so bear with me, but once we get an optic on this, we should be good to go. So basically all I want to cover today is, we'll put 10 rounds in a mag. I want to make sure all the rounds are going to feed. I think I brought out about 3 or 4 different types of ammo. We'll talk about loading the mags today. We'll talk about first shots, the iron sights, all that. Now, full disclosure, I have not fired 1 round through this gun yet, but I did tear this gun down and I cleaned it with the Breakthrough Clean CLP. So this gun is all cleaned and lubed, ready to go. All right, that's enough talking. Let's have some fun. All right, the ammo we're going to start out with today. These are just CCI Maxi Mags, full metal jackets, and these are 40 grainers. All right, I believe I got 10 rounds loaded up. There could be maybe 11. All right, so it looks like the first round dropped in just fine. And here we go with the very first shots with the Smith Wesson M&P 2.0 22 mag. All right, I'm going to take that group because I'm a terrible iron sight shooter, and I did drop 2 or 3 low there, it looks like, but the rest of them are all pretty well clustered right under the bullseye. Now, wow, this thing is just cool. There's no recoil. It's just, but it's loud. It's so loud. Now, I've been out here running the G3 Tactical today in another video, and I got a comp on it, and it's pretty loud, but it's just crazy because the noise this thing's putting out, but no recoil. I want to give a huge shout out to the Allen Company. The Allen Company will now be providing all the targets in all of our range and review videos. Super excited to have them on board. They have tons of different targets on their website. We've got these side-in targets that I like to use with the 1-inch squares. We've got these splatter targets. They pretty much have any target for any of your shooting needs. So if you want to support the companies that support me, get over there, check out the Allen Company. I'll put a link in the description below. All right, I switched out my target down there. I went back to my orange and white targets. I just like shooting those better. I want to load this off the slide lock, show you guys that it does chamber just fine off the lock. Let's shoot another group. I think I got 10 in here, possibly 11. Let's do this. All right, pretty terrible group. Can't wait to get a red dot on this, but wow, man, I like this gun. Love that trigger. It's just got a nice positive reset, and doesn't have the old gritty take up like the first gen M&Ps had. This is just super cool gun, guys. Really cool. All right, I believe I got 11 rounds loaded up this time. We'll load off the slide lock again. Go shoot at that bottom left target. Up, there's our first failure. So we got a failure to feed. All right, I'm gonna clear the mag. All right, gonna have to get rid of that round. It's got a big ding in it. We'll be right back. Well, that sucks because we had a pretty good group going, especially for me shooting iron sights. So let's wrap out the rest of these. All right, fed the last two. So yeah, we had a failure to feed. It got caught going right up the ramp and got a really big ding in it. So I had to clear the mag to get that out of there. But so we're not quite 50 rounds in, and we've had one failure to feed already. All right, let's mix it up a little bit. This time we got some Norma jacketed hollow points. And these are also 40 grain. Let's load up 10 of these and see if these will run. All right, we got the 10 rounds of Norma loaded up. Let's shoot that bottom right target. All right, terrible group again, but it definitely liked the Norma. All right, let's talk about a few things on this gun that I'm really liking so far. I love the way this gun feels in my hand. We talked about that in the unboxing video. I love the texture of that grip. I like that grip angle. And this undercut right here is just perfect for my finger. And really liking that. The other thing I'm really liking, even though I hate iron sights, is I like the radius here. The sight radius is nice and long on this, and that's something else that I really like. And yeah, so far, other than our one failure to feed, I'm really liking this gun. So let's shoot one more group here at the top right target, and then I'll give you my first impressions here. All right, ran them all. That was probably my best group of the day. Always going to be the last one, right? So it really likes those Normas. Those things have a little bit more punch than those CCIs. But yeah, wow. Really cool gun. All right, so my first impressions of the M&P 22 mag. I love the gun. I wish we wouldn't have had that one failure to feed. I was hoping we'd get through the whole first impressions video and not have any hiccups. But we did have a failure to feed, and we can't deny it. And can we blame it on loading the mags? Maybe. Can we blame it on the gun? Maybe. Who knows? Now, being that it is 22 mag, I guess my expectations have been met because, honestly, I thought coming out here we may have more problems than just one failure to feed. Now, granted, we only got probably 60, 70 rounds through it today, but the main reason I want to keep this short and I didn't shoot a lot of rounds through it today is because I don't want to waste a bunch of 22 mag ammo because obviously I can't reload it, so I got to buy it. And I just want to get a red dot on this thing, get it back out here and shoot it with a dot, and we'll definitely shoot more rounds through it then. Now, when I do bring it back out here with the dot on it, we will actually load those mags up to capacity, and we'll see how they run with a full mag. We'll set up some USPSA targets, transition back and forth, and run fully loaded mags through it. But for the first impressions video, I didn't want to do that today. So what do I like about it? Love the grip. Love the texture of the grip. Love the sight radius. I love that long sight radius. And damn, man, if 22 mag just ain't fun to shoot. I like having the Picatinny rail. I will be putting a light on this. It'll be in a future video. We'll test out a bunch of different ammo. I'm definitely going to try to get my hands on more of that Norma because that stuff shot really well, and it's actually cheaper than the CCI ammo. So definitely want to get my hands on some more of that Norma. But yeah, I really like it. Most people are going to be like, you already had a failure to feed. You didn't even get 100 rounds through it. So it is what it is. It's a ranged plinker. You know, if I am going to get a failure to feed out of it once in a while, I don't really care because my son's going to have a blast shooting this. I'm going to have fun taking it to the range, and I'm sure pretty much all my friends that shoot with me are definitely going to want to get their hands on this and run this gun. So I'm happy with what I got here. I'm happy with the purchase. I want to thank Norton Sporting Goods for hooking me up with one of the first ones. And man, this is awesome. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.